Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's video, we're going to talk about Xrp, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. We're going to start with Xrp, right? Let's take a look at the bigger picture. Okay, we got this selling pressure to the downside, of course, to the downside, right? And then we got our ABC correction. We got this ABC correction and then another ABC correction, right? So we also got some smaller ABC correction within these ABCs, but I just want to make the video very short. I don't want to go into too much details, right? So what I'm expecting from Xrp is to make a one-to-one extension, from this, which will take the price right around like 86 to 75 cents, right? I would be conservative and sell just right before we get to this area, which start taking profit right around like 75 cents, right? So that's my bullish scenario for Xrp until I see some bearish momentum to the downside. So let's take a look at the daily chart. The daily chart still looking the same. I mean, still you got your ABC correction, another ABC to the downside. You're just expecting like a further move to the upside, right? So you could be calling this your wave number one, like that. Could be getting 5 waves to the upside, right? Get some more rooms. 5 wave to the upside, just like that. To next target could be 75. Come back down to 50% or 0.618, right around this area of 49 cents before we finish up the wave number 5 to 86 to 80 cents, right? So that's what I'm expecting from Xrp, at least for the short term, until we start to see some bearish momentum. But at the moment, price is very steady, not too much selling pressure beside like a couple of weeks ago, this big red candle. So at least for the short term, I'm expecting Xrp at 75 cents. Let's take a look at Ethereum. On Binance, Ethereum looking extremely bullish on the daily. No sign of slowing down. If you take a look at it, it's hard to count 5-way structure on the daily, but you can see like we only get like this bad news. I mean, this red candles, this bearish candle. I don't think it was due to some bad news, but at least we got some sort of rejection by this 21 EMA and then the 13 EMA, right? So since then we just keep trending upward, right? So it's very good. No sign of slowing down from Ethereum. Next target from Ethereum is at 175. So this is what we said last time. We're expecting a one-to-one extension, right? So from this area to that right around here. Yeah, we're expecting 175 roughly. It could be like 190, a one-to-one extension, but definitely want to start taking profit right around like 175. So because we're gonna have to deal with this area of resistance 180, right? 180, 175 to 181. So we're gonna have to deal with this resistance. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. When you take a look at the 4-hour chart, you can see like we could be saying like we're gonna start to see like some bearish momentum, at least for the short term, right? Because you got this divergence on the daily, on the 4-hour chart. Price is moving down, and then the RSI is moving down, and price is struggling to break 160. So we're not too far away from 175, only 10% away, but we could break that like by tomorrow or even Sunday, right? So But if that's the case, right, let's say this is a wave number 5, we got a truncated wave number 5, right? So we could be counting this like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a truncated wave number 5. Let's say we don't break, 160. So we could be seeing some bearish momentum, at least for the short term. Ethereum coming back with this, dropping at least like 80%, right? So from this move, I mean 80% from this move, come back with this area of let's say $100 to 95. So that's very possible, because you see like Bitcoin Cash went up to like what, 230, and then right now trending around like 140 to 150. So that's very possible before we can start seeing some upward momentum. So that's what I'm expecting from Ethereum, at least 175. But if not, we can see some bearish momentum for the short term. Let's take a look at the BTC on Binance. BTC on Binance is staying very undecided, at least for the short term. We could see some breakout very quick from BTC. As you can see, like we start to challenge this trend line. Been like a great resistance. We cannot close above it. At least for the 4 hour, and then on a short time frame, if we let's say BTC like manages to close. Let's say BTC manages to close above this trend line right here. With at least like we need like 16 hours, right? Not like just 1 4-hour candle. Let's say we get duplicate this candle right here again, and ended up making some type of move like this and close above 39.78 the next like 24 to 36 hours, right? Let's say before Sunday. So that would be like very bullish. At least we're gonna get some sort of rejection later. But let's say the weekly candle close above like 39.05. So I would be expecting some bullish momentum next week, and this will help both Ethereum and Xrp to get some upward momentum to 75 cent and 175 respectively. So that's what I'm expecting from BTC, at least for the short term, right? So because if BTC like goes like to the downside, most likely Ethereum gonna ended up coming back with this $100. So but I'm not expecting BTC to make a new lows, but we will see, because anything can happen. But I'm not expecting like BTC to break this low anytime soon, because this range could be like a looks similar to 6,000 range. So I'm not expecting BTC. It's gonna take forever for BTC to break 35.50 anyway. So before we can even like challenge the 32.50 again. So but anything can happen, right? I could be wrong. Let's take a look at the daily and then the weekly. The daily time frame still looking good. I mean, the RSI is 50 is kind of neutral, not going anywhere. We can take a look at the MACD later. Price is ranging right around like 13 EMA and 21 EMA. We got great support around this area. You can see the 13 EMA doesn't want the price to close the last 3 days, right? Price wasn't able to close below the 13 EMA, so it's a great thing. So we just have to close at least 39.50 before Sunday. I would be expecting some great momentum if BTC closed above 39.05. I mean, right? Let's say 39.05. We have to close above 39.05. It's going to be very challenging, right? Let's say if the price closed above the price ended up closing above 39.05, we would be getting something like this, right? So that's very bullish, right? That's going to be the most bullish candle, let's say the last 5 days, right? So 5-6 days, even more bullish than this one. So at least for the short term, right? Let's take a look at the weekly chart. when you take a look at the weekly chart, you just want to stay away from the market because it's very undecided, right? The best way to judge the market is like look at the bigger time frame, right? So when I take a look at the weekly chart, I'm not seeing any. I mean, yes, you got like a couple of weeks back, you got this bullish momentum, but you know, price is very undecided. Even though this candle is bearish, I mean, I'm not looking at it as bearish momentum. I'm just looking at it as very undecided because you got like almost 7% from the close and like 7% away from the open, right? So let's just verify. Yeah, you got like almost 7%, right? And then from low to open, right? From low to close, right? So let's take a look at the from open to top. So you got another 7%. So it's very undecided. So we could be seeing some similar to it, but let's hope not. Let's just say BTC ended up closing. The candle ended up closing like this, right? Let's say the candle ended up closing like this. So that would be very bullish. I would be expecting BTC at least next week to get some more volume coming in, and then you're gonna get a similar candle or something like this, and then close above 4,300 next week. So the weekly candle, you know, it's the best way to judge the market right now because the market is not moving like in a very aggressive way. You know, you can see this small candle on the weekly, so we need some big bullish candle like that, right? Not red, but some big bullish candles on the weekly chart in order to start, like, you know, calling it the bottom, right? We most likely at some point gonna retest this area. I don't know how soon, but we're most likely gonna retest this area again. So this area of 33 to 3200. So, but at least we gotta challenge this 13 EMA first, right around like 43. You know, next one challenge this area of 21 EMA. Maybe get some selling pressure. People are gonna take some profit right around like 57 to 58. You know, send the price down to 35, 3400. Before we can, you know, retest this area again and then move to the upside. So it's very possible, you know, this area could be like the new 6,000 level. You can see how long it took us to break below 6,000. It took us like almost, you know, 9 months. So this area could also take another, you know, 6 to 9 months before we break this area. Yeah, if you're gonna break it at all. So that's it for today. If you like the content, hit the like, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you think BTC gonna hit 5,700, you know, very soon before we break to the downside, or you know, keep the momentum going. All right. Thank you for watching.